A lot of guys struggle with approaching women and talking to them, and they want to get cheeks. I understand them. Who doesn't? But the one thing that's stopping you from getting to the cheeks is that the fact that you're outcome dependent. You care about the outcome so much, and the fear of rejection from that outcome is stopping you from making the approach in the first place. And the only way to get over that is to learn to become outcome independent. That's the one thing that really changed everything for me. You have to realize on this planet, there's only one of you, and there's so many of them. Call me narcissistic or whatever you want to call me, but in my head, I'm hot shit. So if you lose an opportunity with being with me and like dating me and sharing company with each other, you're gone forever. You know what I mean? Because there's so many of them, but there's only one of you. A lot of you guys don't place value on yourselves. You think that you're bottom of the barrel, and if you think that you're bottom of the barrel, then you are bottom of the barrel. Like I said, I think of myself as hot shit. I really think I am the shit. And I don't mean it in a big-headed way or anything like that, but it's the truth. And that's why things have been successful, because of how I think of myself. And how I think of myself has led me to start thinking with an outcome independent mindset. And that's one thing that you have to adopt in order to start dating women and, get into the cheeks, to put it simply. Now, before I was outcome independent, I too was very outcome dependent. I was afraid of being rejected. I was scared because of the fact that I didn't think that I was good enough to mess with a chick. I was scared that she was going to say no, and she already had made up her mind to say no because of how I came off. And what I realized that it's all up to me. I'm the one that's causing the problems for myself. So basically what you're doing by being outcome dependent is that you're causing a problem for yourself. You're having a lot of analysis paralysis. You're trying to analyze everything, and that analysis paralysis is just stopping you from making moves. Now, we live in a time today where we have a lot of information. There's a lot of guys giving out all this info on dating and all that stuff, and a lot of y'all are taking in this information, but you're not putting it into practice. And my problem with it is that y'all want to get into dating and all that stuff, but you can't even have a normal conversation with your own gender. If there's a stranger that's a guy that walks up to you and he wants to have a conversation with you, you can't even have a conversation man to man with him, but let alone you want to start talking to chicks. Like, it doesn't make sense. Something's off here. That too was another game changer for me when I realized that, okay, if I'm going to be talking to chicks, I have to also be comfortable with my own gender, talking to them, having awesome conversations with them, and being charismatic and exploring my personality via dudes. And I was no homo. It sounds crazy what I'm saying, but in order to start talking to women and things, you have to be comfortable with yourself. It all starts with you. Now, once you start to get comfortable with talking to guys, you move on to the women. You start talking to them, having normal conversations. Now, this can get a bit sketchy, especially if you have intentions of, seeing a woman as further than what she is right in front of you. You want to see past that, and you want to, get to know her outside of, or you want to get to know her personally. Let me just put it in simpler terms instead of making things confusing for y'all. But in order to do that, you have to first be able to have normal conversations with women. And a lot of y'all can't even do that. So how are you going to get to that next stage if you can't even have a normal conversation with them? You can't look them in the eye with confidence and speak to them, man to woman, and be comfortable with yourself. You're just nervous. You just want to slow down, calm down. And this is why I talk about being grounded a lot. Y'all see this surrounding around me, man. I love being in nature and stuff. It really calms me down. It grounds me. It really brings me down to earth. And it helps me to just, as I speak right now, I just feel all of my energy just going down to my stomach. That's one of the things that I do when I'm nervous and I'm talking to women. I want to be outcome independent as possible. And what I do is that I'll start to breathe, and just stand in that nervousness and send everything to my stomach, send it to my core. And I'll just start to relax, start to bolt my feet into the ground and look at them dead in the eye while I'm talking to them. You have to learn how to do these things. That's the thing that's going to help you out. Outcome independency. easier said than done because of what we've been taught since we were little. And, there's so many distractions. A lot of us are on our phones at most times of the day. And a majority of y'all that are on social media, the only thing you're looking at besides brain rot is chicks with BBLs and fat asses that aren't even real, that don't even know your name. And you're so like, I don't even know what word to use, but you're just gone, bro. You're gone. And all that stuff makes you nervous in real life too when you see chicks, because you see these unattainable chicks on Instagram or TikTok or whatever you're using, and then you go into real life too, and you feel like they're unattainable as well. But you have to flip the script. And the only way to flip the script is to become outcome independent and to start thinking that you are hot shit. But in order to be hot shit as well, you've got to put the work in. And it all starts with you, the internal work. Getting your mind in shape, getting in physical shape, getting in spiritual shape too, if you're into that. You have to do these things. You have to become so well-rounded, and just everything has to encompass each other in order to start making that next move. Being comfortable talking to women, being comfortable asking them out, being comfortable asking them over to the crib, And we also have to learn to, just stop being so afraid of taking risks. Because the first risk that you're going to take is just opening that conversation. Once you get past that barrier and you calm the fuck down, nothing can go wrong. Everything's in your hands. You're literally in at the steering wheel, driving the conversation, taking it left or right, taking it where you want to go. You have to learn to just be calm. Be calm, be in control. And you'll start to see that being outcome independent is the best thing that you can do for yourself. Another thing too, with the outcome independency, when you speak to women in that manner, it puts them at ease too, because a lot of y'all don't talk to women unless y'all want to get to know them personally. I'm telling you, talking to women is a skill. I'm not standing here talking like I'm the best at doing it, but I'm very comfortable with it now. So I have a right to, speak about it. But just say anything, man. Just be yourself. Most of these chicks have absolutely no personality. They don't know how to hold a conversation. So when you come up and you start asking them questions about themselves and getting them to open up, they appreciate it too. It's just a game that's played back and forth for both a man and a woman to enjoy. But a lot of people are making such a big deal out of it and trying to analyze the whole situation. And then you end up with analysis paralysis, and you don't even make the move that you want to make, because you're so scared to do it. You got to stop doing that. Being outcome independent with everything in life in general helps out, because when you attach yourself to a certain outcome, sometimes it can be to your own detriment if you don't know how to handle failure and handle taking an L. If you can handle taking an L, you're basically outcome independent, because you don't care about what's going to happen. You have a goal. If it doesn't work, okay, oh well, I'm going to try again. It doesn't stop you from making that next move and taking that next step. You feel me? So learn to be outcome independent. But you've got to start by taking these baby steps. You can't just think that, okay, today I'm going to go up to a chick and approach, and I'm going to say whatever, and I'm going to get her number and stuff and blah, blah, blah. Take things one step at a time. Like I said, a lot of y'all don't even say hello to women when you walk past them. Like this thing that I practice that Ron Wills speaks about a lot, saying hi to 3 different women a day. When you're outside, wherever you go, whatever she looks like, however old she is, if it's an old granny, a young one, it doesn't matter. You just say hello and you keep it moving. And when I say a young one, I'm not talking about looking at little 5-year-olds in that manner, if you know what I'm saying. But it doesn't matter what they look like, whatever it is, just say hello, get comfortable. Because at the end of the day, they're all the same, just like all men are the same. They're all the same. They don't fucking bite. And it's chill, bro. I swear to God. Just be outcome independent. Stop caring so much about the outcome, the result that you want. You'll get there. But you just have to start practicing. You have to start practicing. Practice makes perfect, man. And you can never stop practicing. You can always get better. That's the thing. So it's like the more you get better at being outcome independent, the more you get better at speaking with women, the more you want to do it. You just boost yourself and hype yourself up more, right? So get to it, man. Start small, become outcome independent, Don't worry so much about the approach, because once you're able to just break the ice, it's all gonna work out for you. Just thought I'd shoot this video real quick, man. For one-on-one consultations, check the link in the bio, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.